What do you say?
Of course I will.
Alright, let us take a deep dive into Gotham's history, where things get seriously interesting, and this is not just the usual superhero action, but some real talk about Batman and the whole marriage thing, or should we call it the Batrimony. Keeping all jokes aside, while some of his contemporaries blessed with superhuman feats and scarlet speedsters have embraced enduring unions, our brooding Dark Knight himself has often grappled with a distinct challenge whenever it comes down to relationships or marriage. As the Bat Signal lights up for DC Fandom and Batman Day, we are here to spill all the tea and navigate the intricate tapestry woven by Bruce Wayne's entanglement with marriage, apart from a seriously complicated love life. Now, to our surprise, Batman, being the ultimate mystery man, has actually walked down the aisle in most parts of a few hallowed pages of comic lore. But here's the main twist. These weddings are not exactly the same universe that we know of. We are talking about alternate realities, dream sequences, and a bunch of parallel universe drama. Imagine a whole other version of Batman on a totally different Earth, saying "I do" and all that jazz. But the big question that still lingers on everyone's mind is whether our main DC Rebirth Batman is gonna make it official for real and find a final closure to his feelings. Now, here's the scoop. Batman is the OG lone wolf, doing his dark and broody thing while also keeping up that billionaire playboy persona as Bruce Wayne. This dude is clearly caught up between being the nighttime hero while living that high-profile life. So as we explore these varied story arcs, we will get a glimpse of the dichotomy of his existence, reflected in both the solitude of vigilantism and the allure of his alter ego, which really amplifies the intrigue surrounding his hesitancy to etch his legacy with a permanent partner. This could literally flip the script on Batman's whole deal and redefine the contours of the Dark Knight's essence and illuminate the untrodden avenues of his enigmatic soul. So, without wasting another second, let's find out exactly how our ultimate loner, embodying the facade of a playboy, found love in different universes across the DC world. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin. Lois Lane as the bride of Batman. Let's begin with the time when Batman sort of hijacked his best friend's girl and ended up marrying her. So in an absolutely bizarre and offbeat issue of Superman's girlfriend Lois Lane, number 89, Lois Lane finds herself stuck in a whirlwind of mistaken identities, romance, and secret revelations. She is distraught from being treated as a doormat by Superman, who always takes off with Wonder Woman on different missions that often begin disrupting their dates. When Lois cannot take it anymore, she breaks it off with Superman in front of Wonder Woman and asks him to never return to her life, as she is tired of never being prioritized. The story really kicks off with Bruce Wayne, ever the charming millionaire, swooping in to rescue Lois in a swanky party. However, he quickly realizes her heart belongs to none other than the Man of Steel. Cleverly capitalizing on Superman's recent team-ups with Wonder Woman, Bruce seizes the opportunity to sweep Lois off her feet as his alter ego, Bruce Wayne. And let's just say he's a master of whining and dining. Batman really sweeps Lois off her feet by giving her his undivided attention and taking her out on elaborate dates. The sparks soon fly, and before you know it, Bruce pops the question of marriage, leaving Lois ecstatic. But here's where things take a hilarious turn. Batman decides to share the news with his buddy Superman, and let's just say the Man of Steel is not exactly thrilled about being left out of the loop. He somehow manages to hide his disdain and gives the happy couple his blessing, only to take out his rage by smashing stuff in his special Arctic fortress. Even late, Superman realizes that no matter what the situation, his love for Lois will never fade. He still puts on a brave face and attends the big wedding, even being Bruce Wayne's best man. The irony. It is all smiles until the honeymoon, when Bruce finally spills the beans about his true identity that throws Lois over the moon after he addresses his wedding with her as his most important mission as Batman. Fast forward forward, and Lois and Bruce are now proud parents of a little bundle of joy. The real kicker is that they train their son in the ways of the Bat, effectively creating a pint-sized Batman Jr. But Lois accidentally spills the beans on Batman's secret identity during a mission. Luckily, Superman swoops in to save the day, but the damage is already done, as the underworld will eventually find out who Mrs. Batman actually is, and that puts Lois's life in utmost danger. Superman definitely takes this opportunity to gloat a bit, but he definitely has a point about how any civilian associated with a superhero is always going to be the recipient of danger. Catwoman is a life partner of Batman for a long time. This Bat marriage sort of made history and was among the firsts to give its fan the hope of a Batman who had the chance of a long, happy marriage. This comic arc is set in the parallel world of Earth 2, where our beloved heroes from yesteryears find their alternate home. This intriguing concept was DC's clever way of introducing the earlier versions of iconic characters like Barry Allen's Flash, Green Lantern, and of course Batman and Superman. Now on Earth 2, things have taken a fascinating twist, as our caped crusader Batman has already hung up his crime-fighting cape and passed on the torch to grown-up Robin, who is now Earth 2's guardian, protecting Gotham from its daily rogues. In a flashback, we see that the Huntress from Each Ending a Beginning part of the issue, Batman ties the knot with Selina Kyle after she leaves behind the life of crime and turns her life around by completing her sentence in jail. Batman has waited for her to return and falls in love with her only after she reforms, leaving her days as a feisty feline thief behind. It is of course the perfect match. Gotham's brooding Dark Knight has finally found his sassy Catwoman. After 2 years of marriage, they have a daughter named Helena, which completely alters the lens through which they view life. From Batman the Vigilante, Bruce Wayne turns into the city's most acclaimed activist. Everything is right in the world, until one day, Selina receives a mysterious call from a member of her old crime gang. When she goes out to meet her blackmailer in secret, she finds out it is her old subordinate, Silky Cernak, who threatens to reveal her secret to her husband and ruin her marriage, because no way in hell will Batman ever remain married to a murderer. Naturally, a scared Selene complies and decides to don the Catwoman costume for one last time. She wants to save Batman from the hurt and retain her perfect family from a grim future. But fate has something else in store, because the Commissioner calls for help through the Bat Signal, and with Robin away on a mission, Bruce has to wear his cape and come out of his semi-retirement. He confronts Silky Cernak at the Gotham Civic Center and is shocked to see a Catwoman at the scene. Bruce is sure that this woman is an imposter until Silky shoots a bullet at him and Catwoman drives herself in front of the flying bullet before it can hit Batman. Just as fans are rejoicing over the Bat-Cat union, Catwoman meets her untimely demise, leaving Bruce not to feel anything but grief and agony from losing the love of his life. He burns his cape and swears never to wear the wretched suit again, but fortunately their legacy lives on through their young adult daughter, who takes the persona of the Huntress to avenge her mother's heart-wrenching murder and taking the Bat mythos to new thrilling heights. The marriage of Batman and Batwoman. As the comic saga unfolds, Batwoman's entry breathes new life into the theme of marriage. During the early Silver Age, the notion of Bruce Wayne and Kathy Kane uniting in matrimony is tantalizingly explored, often in dreamscapes and the imaginative fan fiction conjured by none other than Alfred Pennyworth. Yes, believe it or not, it is actually a legitimately real thing. Intriguingly, these fanciful scenarios stir Richard Dick Grayson's concerns about the potential implications of marriage on the dynamic duo's crime-fighting partnership. This particular story climaxes in 1959's Batman issue number 122, where Bruce Wayne's musings about marrying Kathy Kane reflect the uncertain charm of their relationship. However, despite these musings, Batman firmly resists Batwoman's amorous advances during their joint escapades. Anyway, in a surreal turn of events, Bruce is now married to Kathy, and they share the same roof with Robin, who is not very happy about their relationship. One night, during dinner, Batman's revelation of his true dual identity to a grateful Batwoman demonstrates the real depth of their bond, and all the subsequent pages that followed unveiled a tale that oscillates between reality and fantasy, all the while exploring varied gender roles in a world dominated by masculine exploits. On the next call of the Bat Signal, Batman and Robin leave on their next mission without taking Kathy along because according to Batman, she is a liability, and if her face is revealed by any chance, the underworld will find out who the man behind the Bat mask really is. Although he hides her suit, a stubborn Batwoman dons an altered Batsuit and follows them. This thrilling narrative ride takes us through a movie set heist where Batwoman's cowl is whisked away by a gust of wind, revealing her true identity as Kathy Kane Wayne. The cascade of events that follows include the revelation that Batman is Bruce Wayne, highlights the entanglement of secrets and the impact of love on a superhero's public persona, which leaves Robin absolutely furious as he blames Kathy for completely bulldozing Batman's superhero career. As the story comes to a close, Dick Grayson awakens from his dreamlike state, shaken by Bruce Wayne's presence and realizing that it was nothing but a dream. Julie Madison's love life begins with Batman. In a captivating twist of fate, Batman the Dark Knight dynasty takes us on an Elseworlds journey through time and vengeance. The saga begins with a medieval knight named Joshua Wainwright during the Crusades, and then thrusts us into the 20th century where the Wayne family's ties with the enigmatic Vandal Savage are revealed. Bruce Wayne, son of Thomas and Martha Wayne, stands at the precipice of a new life after being wed to his beloved Julie Madison, having been in a long-term relationship. But an unfortunate tragedy strikes on his wedding day when a gunman, spooked by Savage's modern-day alias Valentin Sinclair, leaves Bruce's parents dead. Determined to uncover the truth, but wary of endangering Julie, Bruce takes on a new identity, the Dark Knight, Batman. Clad in a bat-emblazoned costume inspired by his knightly ancestor, Joshua of Wainwright, Bruce embarks on a mission to avenge his parents' murder. As the feud unfolds, Batman squares off against the cunning Savage, who seeks power from a passing meteor. Our vigilante hero thwarts Savage's plans, leading to a fierce struggle that hurtles both adversaries back to Earth. In this climactic confrontation, Bruce succumbs, sacrificing his life in the most brutal way possible, while Savage regenerates after days in the desert. The saga takes a poignant turn as Bruce's wife Julie is left widowed and carrying his unborn child. The echoes of Bruce's legacy reverberate across generations as his descendants continue the age-old battle against Vandal Savage. Ultimately, after centuries of strife, one of Bruce's kin emerges victorious, finally putting an end to Savage's malevolent reign. Penned by Mike W. Barr and brought to life by a trio of talented artists, Scott Hampton, Gary Frank, and Scott McDaniel, Batman the Dark Knight Dynasty is a breathtaking exploration of vengeance, legacy, and the unyielding fight against an ancient adversary. As the sands of time shift, the Wayne family's enduring saga remains a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the undying pursuit of justice echoing across the ages. You May Kiss the Bride. In the intriguing Elseworlds graphic novel Catwoman, Guardian of Gotham, penned by Doug Murch and illustrated by Jim Bellant, a fresh twist is woven into Selina Kyle's origin story. Picture a young Selina strolling back home with her parents, Thomas and Martha Kyle, after catching a movie, which is very aptly called Cat People. The fateful encounter takes a tragic turn as a ruthless mugger robs them of their lives, leaving behind an innocent Selina to witness the brutal murder of her parents in front of her own eyes. Now, fast forwarding to a few years, Selina inherits their fortune, which inspires her to take an extraordinary path. Embracing a newfound role, she dons the mantle of a superhero, becoming the legendary Catwoman. Her crusade to safeguard Gotham City from crime further triggers an unexpected chain of events. As Selina's heroic endeavors unfold, a mysterious figure emerges, a criminal who adopts the guise of Batman, seemingly in response to her actions. Amid this dynamic backdrop, Selina's life takes a surprising turn when she crosses paths with none other than Bruce Wayne, a connection that deepens into a romantic relationship. A whirlwind romance then culminates in marriage, intertwining the destinies of Catwoman and the billionaire playboy. However, the narrative takes a riveting twist as Selina uncovers a shocking revelation that Bruce Wayne is actually the thieving Batman. More jarring still, she learns that he harbors sinister intentions, which includes murdering her and seizing her vast fortune. The layers of deceit continue to unravel, revealing a startling truth that Bruce Wayne was the very mugger responsible for her parents' tragic demise. This intricate tapestry tapestry of betrayal, love and vendetta navigates the intricate terrain of moral ambiguity. In this alternate reality, Selina Kyle's transformation into Catwoman is more than just a quest for justice. It's a journey of unmasking dark secrets and confronting the shadows that haunt her past. Now Batwoman and Batman's son become the new Robin. It is no doubt that Alfred Pennyworth, the loyal butler to Batman, has witnessed a multitude of extraordinary events throughout his tenure. His unwavering devotion to Bruce Wayne is evident, often bordering on a level of care that raises an eyebrow. Taking the case in point, in Batman issue number 131, we unearth Alfred's intriguing penchant for storytelling, one that envisions a possible future for the Caped Crusader. In this imaginative tale, crafted by the creative minds of Bill Finger and Sheldon Moldoff, Alfred's typewriter becomes a gateway to an alternate reality. Within this narrative, Batman's journey takes an unexpected turn after he weds Batwoman, and together they welcome a son into the world and obviously name him Bruce Wayne Jr., which makes him turn his life around from a vigilante heartthrob to a family man. Little Bruce follows in the footsteps of his forebears, becoming the second Robin, while Richard Dick Grayson, now a grown man, embraces the mantle of the Dark Knight as Batman 2. As the plot unfolds, the new dynamic duo endeavors to thwart criminal exploits, facing challenges and overcoming setbacks along the way. Robin 2's earnest attempts to emulate his predecessors lead to both triumphs and mishaps. However, the support of the original Batman and Batwoman proves instrumental in the battle against nefarious forces. In a thrilling meta twist, the narrative circles back to reality, revealing Alfred's creative musings as he indulges in crafting this alternate tale. Bruce Wayne stumbles upon his devoted butler at the typewriter, and as Alfred recounts his imaginative endeavor, a sense of lightheartedness permeates the scene, with him admitting that he might further explore sequels and adds a playful touch to the narrative. Now, this tale within a tale serves as a testament to Alfred's profound connection with the Wayne family, offering a glimpse into the depth of his dedication. Above that, we really see a rather stretched out version of Wayne's marital life in the comics, to a point that he himself gets creeped out at how Alfred spent 10 long pages simply exploring Batman's honeymoon with Batwoman.
A toast to Mr. and Mrs. Bruce Wayne. May you always be as happy as you are right now.
Bruce wants to marry Susan Maguire. Episode 8 of Season 2 in the new Batman Adventures oscillates between romance and intrigue, unveiling a rather unique chapter in Bruce Wayne's life. At Veronica Vreeland's splendid wedding reception, an unexpected twist unfolds as Susan Maguire emerges as the lady who catches the garter, an event that will cascade into a series of unexpected revelations. Susan, seemingly a friend of the groom Michael, piques Bruce Wayne's interest. Eventually, their connection deepens into a whirlwind courtship, ultimately leading to an unanticipated proposal. As they embark on their journey as husband and wife, Susan appears to fill the void left by Bruce's parents' tragic loss, offering him a chance at happiness and companionship. However, beneath the surface of their newfound romance lies a sinister secret. Unbeknownst to Bruce, in reality, Susan is actually an intricate creation of Poison Ivy, a puppet molded to fulfill Ivy's insidious designs. As the intricate plot unravels, the truth dawns upon Bruce that his perfect love story is nothing but a web of manipulation, with Susan designed to be the literal embodiment of his desires. In a climactic confrontation aboard a cruise ship, Bruce confronts Susan, discovering her true nature as a pawn in Poison Ivy's grand scheme. With electrifying ingenuity, Bruce escapes her grasp and joins forces with Batgirl and Robin to thwart Ivy's plot. The tale unfolds with pulse-pounding intensity as Bruce battles not only the sinister machinations of Poison Ivy, but also the inner turmoil of realizing that his dream marriage was a facade. As Susan's role in Ivy's scheme is revealed, Bruce is left grappling with a sense of betrayal and heartbreak. The narrative weaves a web of complexity, exploring the blurred lines between reality and illusion by separating love from manipulation. The dichotomy of Bruce's enduring search for happiness and his commitment to justice is cast in sharp relief as the story unfolds. Ultimately, as the yacht sinks and Poison Ivy meets her apparent demise, the story concludes on a poignant note. After this, Bruce discards his wedding ring into the ocean, symbolizing the dissolution of the illusory union, and gets his marriage annulled, returning to the path of the Dark Knight. This chapter serves as a testament to the nuanced layers of Bruce Wayne's character, highlighting his vulnerability even as he stands resolute in his commitment to fighting crime. Seems like even the Bat could not escape the agony when it comes to the matters of the heart. Batman married Catwoman in The Knights of Tomorrow. In another compelling glimpse into the future of the Dark Knight, Batman's legacy takes center stage in a tale of sacrifice, succession, and a love that transcends time. With Gotham City as a backdrop, the narrative unfolds, revealing a retired Batman who has embraced both love and fatherhood. As the vigilante life takes its toll on Bruce Wayne, he finds solace in the arms of Catwoman, forging a bond that goes beyond the battles of good and evil. Their union brings forth a son, Damian Wayne, a testament to their enduring connection and a symbol of hope for a future untainted by darkness. Yet a new threat emerges in the form of the Joker's return, this time accompanied by his son JJ Joker. The reluctant Damian is thrust into a daunting role of becoming Robin, whilst grappling with his parents' formidable legacy alongside Dick Grayson, who has now taken up the mantle as the new Batman. When both the OG Batman and Catwoman lose their lives in an explosion in a museum orchestrated by JJ Joker, Damian steps into the shoes of his deceased predecessors, where the weight of the cape and cowl becomes a testament to his determination and the enduring spirit of justice. Amidst the unfolding events, the narrative takes a thought-provoking twist, revealing that the story is another creation of Alfred Pennyworth's imagination. The loyal butler's writing delves into a world where Batman's lineage continues, where new heroes rise to uphold the mantle of the Bat. The narrative unfolds with heart-wrenching intensity as Damian's parents are tragically taken from him, leaving him to grapple with loss and determination. In the final moments, Alfred's creative endeavor, The Knights of Tomorrow, captures the spirit of Batman's legacy and the love he shared with Selena Kyle, showcasing the indomitable nature of heroism, love, and the enduring promise of a brighter future. Batman doesn't remember saying "I do." In a captivating twist of fate, Batman's path intersected with Talia al Ghul, the intriguing daughter of the criminal mastermind Ra's al Ghul. Naturally, a magnetic attraction simmered between them, leading to an undeniable connection that mirrored the complexities of their lives. Yet, despite this potent allure, the stark contrast in their moral compasses stood as an insurmountable barrier, preventing our resilient Dark Knight from succumbing to his desires. Unbeknownst to the Caped Crusader, Ra's al Ghul harbored an audacious plan, one that aimed to unite his daughter Talia with Batman in a union that would solidify the legacy of his empire and recognize Batman as its heir. The notion of Batman as a protective son-in-law materialized within Ra's al Ghul's strategic mind, envisioning the Dark Knight as the ideal mate for his daughter, and Talia held no objection to her father's twisted schemes as long as she got what she desired. However, Batman remained resistant, his staunch principles standing as an unyielding fortress against the unexpected twist of fate. But Ra's, who was determined to achieve his objective, resorted to drastic measures, orchestrating a bizarre and unconventional wedding ceremony that defied the norm. In the pages of DC Special Series issue number 15, Batman awoke from a drugged stupor, only to find himself standing before the altar, a bewildering scene unfolding before him. To solve his obvious confusion, Ra's al Ghul, in his distinctive manner, proclaimed Batman and Talia as man and wife, invoking the traditions of his homeland where only the consent of a bride and her father mattered in the case of matrimony. Yet the Dark Knight vehemently contested the legitimacy of this impromptu union, refusing to recognize the marriage. As the narrative unfolded, Batman embarked on a perilous journey, uncovering the intricacies of Ra's al Ghul's machinations. With determination coursing through his veins, Batman confronted adversaries, navigated treacherous waters, and utilized his unparalleled skills to thwart the nefarious plans that threatened Gotham's equilibrium. In an unforgettable showdown, Batman found himself ensnared in a battle of wits and wills, locked in a struggle against Ra's al Ghul and his accomplices. The narrative reached its climax as Batman's unwavering unwavering resolve propelled him into action, his every move calculated to dismantle the malevolent scheme that had been set into motion. But in a heart-pounding conclusion, Talia, torn between her allegiance to her father and her burgeoning feelings for Batman, stepped forward as an unexpected ally. With courage and determination, she intervened, turning the tide of the conflict and ultimately aiding Batman in his quest to thwart Ra's al Ghul's sinister intentions. As the dust settled, the comic revealed that Batman emerged triumphant, his indomitable spirit prevailing over the machinations of darkness. Talia, a complex figure shaped by her lineage and her own choices, found herself at a crossroad, torn between her loyalty to her father and a connection to the enigmatic Dark Knight. More so, the marriage seemed to be futile, given that her so-called husband did not even remember getting married or saying "I do." In this tale of intrigue, passion, and moral quandaries, the bond between Batman and Talia became a tapestry woven with complexities, a testament to the multifaceted nature of love and duty. The story left an indelible mark, a chapter in Batman's chronicles that delved into the uncharted territories of his heart, revealing the lengths to which he would go to uphold his ideals and protect the city he called home. Bruce finally accepts Raz's offer. In the captivating graphic novel Batman, Son of the Demon, a complex and unexpected chapter unfolds in the life of the Dark Knight as he finds himself at a crossroads and finally accepts the intriguing offer from Ra's al Ghul to join his empire and become the husband of his daughter Talia in the pages of DC's Special Series issue number 15. With a blend of trepidation and curiosity, Batman takes a decisive step, accepting Raz's offer and embarking on a mission into uncharted territory. As he stands on the precipice of this life-altering decision, he finds himself entwined in a matrimonial bond with Talia, a union solidified not only by their shared vows, but by an earlier, unconventional ceremony that Batman unwittingly slept through. Amidst their newfound married life, Batman's stoicism gradually gives way to moments of genuine happiness. In the company of Talia, he experiences a sense of contentment he never thought was possible. Despite his initial reservations, Batman embarks on the role of a husband, relishing the weeks spent by Talia's side, with their love story characterized by intricate moral dilemmas and unforeseen twists taking center stage. Yet, as time passes, a subtle shift occurs within Batman as the edges of his indomitable persona begin to soften, replaced by a newfound sense of vulnerability and an overwhelming protectiveness towards his wife and the unborn child she carries. When Talia notices the change in him, his willingness to take fewer risks in order to safeguard their happiness, she unexpectedly takes the difficult step of ending their marriage, driven by her own intricate motivations. Faking a miscarriage, she orchestrates their separation, leaving Batman to grapple with the emotional aftermath. In this intricate web of love and deception, Batman is left to navigate the complexities of loss and betrayal, a journey that will shape his path for years to come. As the narrative further unfolds, Batman's dedication to his mission remains steadfast. Aided by his unyielding determination and unbreakable spirit, he confronts a new adversary named Cain, a terrorist orchestrating chaos with the powers of a stolen satellite. The stakes escalate, entwining Batman, Talia, and Ra's al Ghul in a battle against this powerful foe. Through trials and tribulations, Batman and Talia's bond is tested, their shared experiences forged in the crucible of adversity, as the complexities of their relationship mirror the intricate layers of Batman's character and his journey to reconcile his duties as a protector with the uncharted terrain of his heart. As the story reaches its zenith, Batman faces an ultimate showdown with Cain, his resilience and resourcefulness pushed to the limit. Joined by Ra's al Ghul, Batman navigates a world of danger and intrigue, unraveling the threats of a sinister plot that threatens to plunge nations into chaos. In the wake of their victory, the truth finally emerges and Talia's deception is unveiled, a choice driven by a desire to manipulate circumstances for a greater purpose. As the pages turn, Batman's resolve remains unshaken, his commitment to justice undiminished. In the aftermath of these tumultuous events, he returns to the shadows, a solitary figure cloaked in darkness. The narrative paints a poignant portrait of Batman's internal struggle, his quiet contemplation of what might have been, and the enduring legacy of a path not taken. Ultimately, the story concludes with a glimmer of hope during an infant's adoption from an orphanage. This child has the necklace Talia wore as a gift from Batman and later comes to be known as the famed Damian Wayne. Bruce and Selina living happily married life. In a compelling narrative arc within his JLA tenure, Grant Morrison masterfully reintroduced the enigmatic key in JLA number 8. This particular installment thrusts the Justice League into a mesmerizing web of alternate realities orchestrated by the cunning villain. Within this captivating storyline, each member of the Justice League becomes ensnared in their own distinct alternate realities, crafted with meticulous malevolence by the Key. Superman, emblem of strength and virtue, becomes a wielder of the Green Lantern ring. Wonder Woman, stripped of her divine powers, embarks on a harrowing battle against the Nazis while donning an iconic white jumpsuit. Aquaman, submerged in a Waterworld-esque dystopia, navigates treacherous waters while Batman's fate takes a striking turn. Immersed in a modern-day incarnation of Alfred's speculative fiction, Batman's life has taken a drastic, unexpected course. The Caped Crusader has united in matrimony with none other than enigmatic Catwoman, aka Selina Kyle. Now, this union gives rise to a new generation where their son emerges as the embodiment of the next Robin, an integral part of the dynamic duo that includes an evolved Tim Drake, who now dons the mantle of the new Batman. The intricate interplay between these iconic characters forms a cornerstone of this enthralling narrative. Bruce Jr. has been trained to take on his superhero mantle since he can barely walk, as claimed by a middle-aged Bruce and Selina, who are finally ready to let go of their little boy, because as long as crime soars through the city of Gotham, the city will always need its Batman and Robin. Guided by the narrative's ebb and flow, the JLA's ranks swell with the addition of the accomplished Green Arrow, none other than Connor Hawke. In a compelling twist of fate, the responsibility to rescue the captive Justice League members falls squarely on Green Arrow's capable shoulders. As the story reaches its climax, Green Arrow draws upon his heritage, employing an ingenious trick arrow, echoing the ingenuity of his legendary father Oliver Queen, to ultimately vanquish the Key and restore the balance of reality. This vividly constructed narrative arc delves deep into the realms of imagination, presenting a captivating exploration of alternate realities and the indomitable spirit of heroism. Bruce Wayne's happy married life with a gorgeous Selina Kyle is simply an added bonus. Batman ended up marrying the granddaughter of Superman. In the captivating narrative of Batman, Superman Generations comic crafted by the ingenious John Byrne, a tale unfolds that spans 8 extraordinary decades, tracing the intertwined destinies of Batman and Superman from 1929 to 2009. It should be noted that the passage of time remains unaltered, allowing the dynamic duo to embrace the roles of fathers and grandfathers, shaping a legacy that echoes through the generations. The resounding success of this saga prompted Byrne to extend his creative endeavors into a second volume, where untold stories emerged within the interstices of the 10-year intervals. This expanded narrative showcased the enduring bond between Batman and Superman, weaving a rich tapestry of new adventures that captivated DC enthusiasts once again. As the chronicle continued to unfold, John Byrne delved into uncharted territory with a third series, a 12-issue epic that propelled Batman and Superman into the annals of history as immortals. A startling union emerged as Batman's path intertwined with that of Lara Wayne, his granddaughter by adoption. This unforeseen alliance bore witness to the complexities of time and legacy as their love endured through the ages. So, Lara Wayne, heralded as Supergirl Blue, epitomized the extraordinary lineage that sprouted from the union of Batman and Superman. Daughter of Clark Wayne and Amanda Mason, Lara's legacy was intertwined with the essence of heroism. Alongside her twin sister Lois, she stood resolute against the tide of crime, etching her name into the annals of heroism. In an unforeseen turn, love blossoms between Supergirl Blue and the valiant Green Lantern Ator. Yet the chasm of age posed a daunting challenge as Supergirl Blue remained forever bound to her youthful form. An act of sacrifice transpired as she relinquished her powers through gold kryptonite, allowing time to etch its marks upon her. Tragedy loomed as Ator met his end in a selfless act, leaving Supergirl Blue powerless to intervene. But lucky for her, Batman bestowed upon her a transformative serum, rekindling the flames of her superhuman prowess. Embracing her new mantle as Superwoman, she soared once more through the tapestry of time, blazing a trail of valor. Now, the 28th century heralded a fateful union between Superwoman and Batman after our Man of Steel managed to come to Earth after a millennia with the help of Metron from New Genesis, where he first met his great-granddaughter and was practically shocked to see an immortal immortal Batman trying to save the planet with the help of his newly attained superpowers. Together, they defied temporal constraints and cleared the Earth from parademons. Eventually, in a shocking twist, Batman and Lara Wayne fell in love with each other and got married. Together, they welcomed the birth of their son, Thomas Taylor Wayne. The bond of Bruce Wayne and Supergirl Blue stood past the winds through the currents of time, and to a point that their immortal existence even outlived their own son. Catwoman killed her husband after getting married. In the year 2000, the Bat titles found themselves on the cusp of a dark narrative arc, with Officer Down, a storyline that foreshadowed the shooting of Commissioner Gordon. However, before delving into this somber tale, a lighter interlude was crafted in the form of Batman Dies, which was actually a homage to the Silver Age's penchant for teasing readers with dramatic headlines of Batman's demise, only to unveil an explanation within the pages. Across various titles, the concept was embraced, with some dedicating entire issues to the whimsical notion. Notably, in Nightwing issue number 52, penned by Chuck Dixon, the capricious daydreams of Catwoman takes the center stage. She envisions a fanciful scenario where she weds Batman in front of the entire city. But when Batman gets distracted by the bat signal while they are on their way to the honeymoon, Selena absolutely loses it and demands Batman's attention. The Dark Knight naturally turns her down and tries to rush to his mission until he is interrupted by Catwoman's whip around his neck. As her desires spiral into a darker realm, she is compelled to end his life for not showing his undying commitment to her. But luckily for us, this scenario fades away as Selena is awakened by the cat alarm, rendering this nothing but a dream. Amidst the lingering thoughts of Batman in her mind, Selena desperately seeks for diversion, and a tempting tale of a valuable diamond housed in a Bloodhaven casino is her perfect opportunity to invoke mischief, especially considering Batman's absence from the scene. Catwoman's daring heist takes her to the casino's depths, where an unexpected encounter awaits. Nightwing emerges, drawn by intelligence suggesting that Freddie Min harbors designs on the diamond. Yet the shadows of intrigue deepen when a group of armed interlopers enters the fray, revealing Catwoman's true role in the unfolding drama. Dick discerns that these assailants are aligned with Min, who harbors a covert stake in the casino, plotting to capitalize on an insurance claim following the diamond's theft. Amidst the tension, a playful interlude ensues between Nightwing and Catwoman, culminating in a surprising kiss. The tableau of flirtation is abruptly shattered as the intruders escalate the conflict, prompting a fierce battle. In the face of adversity, Nightwing and Catwoman join forces, quelling the threat. However, Catwoman's aspirations crumble as Nightwing surrenders the diamond to security, leaving her longing for more. Outside the casino's confines, a lingering impulse emerges: Catwoman's desire to share the kiss with Batman. A light-hearted chuckle escapes Nightwing as he clearly dismisses the notion that Batman will be perturbed by such trivialities, solidifying the camaraderie that binds them with Gotham's ever-evolving landscape. Wonder Woman dives into another reality to find out her relationship with Batman. Throughout Joe Kelly and Doug Mankey's memorable run on JLA, Batman and Wonder Woman found themselves entangled in a web of heavy flirtation. Their dynamic reached a pivotal juncture during a climactic moment in the Obsidian Age storyline, where their connection deepened to the point of sharing an unexpected kiss. The ramifications of that passionate exchange lingered, casting a shadow over their interactions. So, in JLA number 90, Wonder Woman decided it was time to confront the lingering uncertainty that enveloped their relationship. Her heartache echoed as she questioned the nature of their shared kiss, pondering whether it was born of battlefield camaraderie or an attempt to reconcile years of unspoken emotions within a fleeting heartbeat. Fueled by her resolve, she embarked on a journey of introspection. Intriguingly, Wonder Woman subjected herself to an enigmatic machine that unveiled a spectrum of possible futures had she and Batman chosen to unite in marriage. Circling back to the main plot, against the backdrop of Gotham City's gritty streets, Wonder Woman and Batman's partnership reached new heights as they swiftly dealt with a threat posed by a lesser-known supervillain, Steel Fang. Amidst the action, their dynamic crackled with playful flirtations, a testament to the unspoken tension that simmered beneath the surface. Their teamwork culminated in an agreement to address the lingering questions surrounding the moment they shared while on their quest for Atlantis. In the midst of a watchtower undergoing renovations, Wonder Woman ventured into John John's transconscious articulator, an enigmatic device that granted her a glimpse into alternate realities. This ethereal experience transported her to a future on Themyscira where the passage of time had seemingly spared her, while Bruce Wayne had aged and found himself confined to a wheelchair. Amidst the idyllic coastal setting, their poignant conversation shed light on the enduring strength of their bond, evoking tender moments that spoke of love and companionship. Further dreams materialized, unveiling scenes of their hypothetical offspring donning batsuits and fighting crime as a dynamic duo in Gotham's shadows. These visions painted a picture of their enduring legacy, while also delving into humor-filled scenarios where their worlds collided in unexpected ways, yielding endearing and odd couple antics. However, the dreamscapes took a somber turn, revealing a harrowing confrontation with the Joker that culminated in a heart-wrenching loss. As tragedy struck, Diana's anguish fueled an instinctive, vengeful response, ending the Joker's life in a surge of rage. Yet, even within these tumultuous visions, their love shone resolute, guiding them through trials that transcended time and circumstance. With the dreamscapes concluded, Diana emerged from her introspective journey and laid her soul bare to Batman, who stood as a steadfast presence, awaiting her with a quiet understanding. With their unburdened hearts, they reached a poignant consensus. Their friendship was a treasure too precious to jeopardize. The potential for greatness and the specter of calamity proved too profound, leading Diana to prioritize the preservation of their profound connection. As she departed, a poignant memory lingered, the dream of an aging Bruce Wayne, his plea for one more day resonating as a poignant reminder of the depth of their bond. This surreal glimpse showcased a myriad of outcomes, ranging from resounding triumphs to heartbreaking tragedies. The weight of these visions proved overwhelming, prompting her to acknowledge the complexity of their connection and ultimately decide that preserving their friendship was paramount. Alternate reality of Julie Madison and Bruce Wayne. Following Batman's apparent demise in the intense showdown known as Endgame, Commissioner Gordon courageously assumed the mantle of the Dark Knight. This guy clad himself in a specially crafted suit designed by Wayne Industries in collaboration with the Gotham City Police Department and valiantly upheld Batman's legacy. However, the emergence of the malevolent Mr. Bloom brought Gordon to his knees, leaving Gotham City in dire need of its true protector's return. Unbeknownst to many, Bruce Wayne had miraculously survived the ordeal, living a new life alongside the woman he loved, Julie Madison. Stricken by amnesia, Bruce was blissfully unaware of his alter ego's past exploits and lived a rather happy life. In a pivotal turn of events, Alfred Pennyworth resolved to destroy a machine conceived by Batman himself. Now, this device intended to transfer his memories into clones, ensuring the perpetuation of his mission. Alfred's intentions were to shield Bruce from his burdensome destiny and carry on with the life he was living as the one chance at real happiness. He knew what Julie meant for Bruce and how she made his life better just by being in it. All of this was at the risk of shattering if Bruce had his memories back. Yet, spurred by a resolute sense of duty to Gotham, Bruce and Julie chose to forsake their idyllic existence. Recognizing the gravity of the impending threat posed by Mr. Bloom, they opted to trigger a backup protocol ingrained within Bruce's subconscious, which turned out to be a safeguard crafted by Batman himself. Guided by a conviction that demanded action, Bruce pressed forward, seeking answers within the confines of Wayne Manor. Despite Alfred's impassioned pleas, Bruce remained undeterred, determined to confront the menace that loomed over Gotham. Alfred's revelations exposed the inherent dangers of the legacy machine, each simulation claiming the minds of its subjects. However, Bruce's unwavering determination led him to a vital discovery in the form of a hidden file named the Alfred Protocol, a testament to Batman's meticulous foresight. The poignant exchange between Bruce and Alfred delved deep into their shared history, highlighting their intricate bond and the weight of the choices before them. In a final plea, Alfred implored Bruce to recognize the life he could relinquish, a life enriched by love and a chance at happiness. However, Bruce's concern transcended his personal desires, focusing solely on the peril that threatened the city and the lives of its inhabitants. As the machine's activation enveloped Bruce's consciousness, he was inundated by a torrent of visions, exploring the alternate realities of Batman and their respective trials. Alfred's anguish heightened as he perceived Bruce's struggle, his mind torn between the images and memories. This profound moment underscored Alfred's enduring role as the guardian of Bruce's humanity. But it was actually the unexpected appearance of Julie Madison that injected a poignant layer into the narrative. Julie's unwavering devotion to Bruce manifested in her selfless determination to support his decision, even at the cost of her own heartbreak. Her resolve to sacrifice their love for the greater good showcased the depth of her character. As the machine's energy surged, culminating in a burst of light, Bruce's fate hung in the balance in an extraordinary twist. Bruce emerged from the ordeal with an unyielding spirit of triumph. Julie's unwavering faith and Alfred's enduring guidance had prevailed, reawakening the Dark Knight's determination. The narrative's depth, underscored by Julie's sacrifice and Bruce's resilience, resonated as a testament to the enduring power of heroism, friendship, and the unwavering commitment to a higher cause. Batman is Harley Quinn's husband. DC's Batman Beyond the White Knight number 3 offers insight into the intriguing reason behind Bruce Wayne's unexpected marriage to one of his most formidable adversaries in the Murphyverse. So, following the events of Batman Curse of the White Knight, a surprising revelation at the end of Batman Beyond the White Knight issue number 2 reveals that Bruce and Harley Quinn had indeed tied the knot. But it is the third issue that delves deeper into the motivations that prompted this unconventional union and sheds light on the driving force behind the marriage, which appears to go beyond personal affection. Harley discloses that their marriage was a strategic move to protect Bruce from the manipulative hands of Derek Powitz. By testifying against Bruce, Powitz intended to extend his prison sentence. But Harley's utilization of spousal privilege emerged as the sole means to shield him from this ominous threat. Bruce, acknowledging the rationale behind the decision, admits he regrets allowing himself to be persuaded by Harley and expresses his concerns about the marriage disrupting the life he had built so independently. Harley counters Bruce's reservations, asserting the necessity of their union as a means to safeguard his newfound freedom from those who might exploit him. In response, Bruce reflects on his reluctance to utilize Harley in the manner similar to how the Joker had done before. Meanwhile, an intrigued Joker, aka Jack Napier, who now exists as a holographic microchip within Bruce's consciousness after Harley's actions in Batman Curse of the White Knight, observes the interaction. Having married Harley in a previous installment, Napier conveys his surprise at this unexpected turn of events, emphasizing the significance of Bruce being married to the love of his life, even though he is dismissed by a lie that Bruce and Harley were nothing more than just friends. The wedding of Batman and Catwoman. Within the framework of Tom King's narrative in the Batman title, starting from 2006, a thematic exploration takes center stage, delving into the intricate dynamics of Batman's relationship with Catwoman. As the story unfolds, it becomes increasingly evident that the complexities of Bruce Wayne's dual identity as Batman and his romantic involvement with Catwoman create a compelling tension that shapes the trajectory of their union. In the wedding story arc, Bruce Wayne grapples with the notion of attaining personal happiness while shouldering the responsibilities of Gotham's Dark Knight. This introspective journey prompts him to propose to Catwoman in issue number 24 of the Batman comics in 2017, a sincere gesture that she accepts in Batman issue number 32. As the impending wedding approaches, a myriad of voices, including the Joker and Holly Robinson, raise poignant queries about the feasibility of a married Batman and whether such a commitment would compromise his crime-fighting prowess. These inquiries weigh heavily on Catwoman's mind, sparking introspection about Batman's significance to Gotham and the delicate balance between his identities. The crux of their relationship's complexity is exemplified when Catwoman decides to leave Bruce at the altar in Batman issue number 50 from 2018. Her rationale is rooted in a belief that Batman's efficacy stems from his intimate connection with the shadows and the perpetual pain that propels him forward. This decision highlights the intrinsic conflict between their personal desires for happiness and Batman's unwavering dedication to his vigilante mission. In general, the subsequent wedding storyline unfolds as a layered exploration of Batman's intertwined identities and the consequences of his romantic involvement. This narrative arc delves into an alternate reality conjured by Booster Gold, where Bruce's parents are not really murdered, prompting a poignant contemplation of Batman's essence and his choice to endure suffering for the greater good. While the storyline does stumble in its tone at times, the focal point remains the intrinsic dance between Batman and Catwoman, underscored by Selina's ultimate decision to abandon the wedding, driven by her understanding of Batman's profound need for darkness. Amidst the narrative twists and turns, the portrayal of Batman and Catwoman's interactions remain a central theme. Their letters to each other and the tender moments that pepper their interactions underscore a genuine affection that transcends their respective roles. While the abrupt nature of Catwoman's decision to leave may raise questions, the underlying tension and conflict within their relationship are undeniably compelling. Furthermore, the revolution of Bane's manipulation adds an intriguing layer to their dynamic, leaving readers eager to witness how their relationship evolves in subsequent volumes. In summary, Tom King's exploration of Batman's relationship with Catwoman serves as a thematic anchor within the narrative. The interplay between their personal desires, Batman's unwavering mission, and the intricate dance of their romance creates a captivating dynamic that continues to shape the series. Despite certain narrative hiccups, the evolution of their relationship remains a compelling thread that keeps readers engaged and invested in the intricate world of the Dark Knight and his enigmatic love. Unknown wife of Batman. Before we get into the actual story, you guys should know that Bob Haney was a distinctive comic book writer for DC Comics who possessed an unconventional perspective on continuity that led to the creation of narratives often regarded as distinct to their own universe, often humorously dubbed as Earth Haney. Within this unique approach, Haney introduced a notable storyline featuring Batman and his enigmatic wife. The tale initially debuted in World's Finest Comics issue number 215, where Batman and Superman's progeny took center stage. The narrative presented Batman and his wife, as well as Superman and his partner, in a rather unorthodox situation that appeared to exist within the established DC universe, albeit challenging the boundaries of plausibility. Despite its apparent divergence from the canon, these narratives resided firmly outside the realm of imaginary stories. In this captivating saga, Batman and Superman observe from the sidelines their audacious offspring endeavor to carve out their own heroic identities. This paradoxical situation unfolds within the conventional DC universe, even though its feasibility remains questionable. A subsequent revelation by Denny O'Neil clarifies that the entire scenario is, in fact, a simulated construct. Years later, Superman Jr. and Batman Jr., now young adults, grapple with their respective destinies. The son of Superman, now known as Clark Kent Jr., navigates the challenge of concealing his extraordinary abilities, inadvertently breeding dissatisfaction. In contrast, Bruce Wayne Jr., the son of Batman, embarks on a journey to follow in his father's crime-fighting footsteps. However, an ill-fated attempt leads to a tarnished reputation for Batman Sr., compelling Batman Jr. to depart from his familial domain. The convergence of their paths brings the two protagonists together in Gotham City, sparking an innovative idea to establish their own superhero team. Through a series of orchestrated events, Batman and Superman subtly steer their children toward confirming a formidable criminal empire in Sparta City. Here, the young heroes grapple with their newfound roles, facing challenges that ultimately prove pivotal to their growth. The narrative escalates as the Super Sons confront increasing threats orchestrated by Rocco Kruger, a menacing crime lord. Utilizing his malevolent ingenuity, Kruger crafts a nefarious trap aimed at exploiting Superman Jr.'s vulnerability. This perilous gambit culminates in a climactic showdown within a temporal duplicate of Sparta City, where the heroes valiantly confront the criminal underbelly. Through a strategic ruse, the Super Sons feign their demise, leading to a poignant moment of revelation for their heroic fathers. Batman and Superman, burdened by grief, soon learn that their offspring's apparent demise was a calculated ruse to dismantle Kruger's criminal enterprise. The ensuing confrontation unfolds with gravity, ultimately leading to Kruger's demise in a twist of poetic justice. The Super Sons' journey concludes with a poignant reflection on their experiences, prompting Clark Jr. and Bruce Jr. to take a hiatus from their heroic roles, opting to embrace the freedom of youth while leaving the mantle of heroism to their esteemed parents. Now that you know what exactly went down in the comic, you should know that when Batman and Superman were grieving over their sons' fake deaths, their wives also joined the scene, but weirdly, both their faces were covered in veils. Throughout the comics, we see Mrs. Wayne disciplining Bruce Jr. every now and then, but we never get to see her face or find out anything about her true identity, as she is always behind the shadows. In summation, Bob Haney's innovative narrative style crafted a tale of captivating complexity within Batman's unique union. The narrative's engagement with the enigmatic wife of Batman, coupled with the emergence of the Super Sons, presents a distinctive exploration of generational heroism and familial legacy, demonstrating the enduring allure of Batman's multifaceted identity within the rich tapestry of DC Comics. Batman proposed but never got married. In the midst of thwarting a counterfeiting operation, Batman finds himself in a showdown with Chucky Sol, who is a notorious gangster attempting to flee a parking garage in Batman: Mask of the Phantasm. But a shadowy figure intercepts Sol, resembling Batman but with a distinct eerie appearance and a lethal blade on one arm. As Sol's escape turns deadly, he crashes into a building, leading to a widespread belief that Batman had crossed the line into lethal action. Despite his mysterious and feared reputation, Batman's actions are under scrutiny from Councilman Arthur Reeves, who voices his opposition to Batman's methods and seeks officers aligned with his perspective. Meanwhile, Reeves' old friend Andrea Beaumont arrives in Gotham, igniting memories of a past intertwined with Batman's own journey. Through a series of flashbacks, we witness the deep connection between Bruce Wayne and Andrea. Their initial meeting at a cemetery unveils their budding romance and shared aspirations. Bruce, who has dedicated years to honing his skills and preparing for his mission, grapples with the choice between his pursuit of justice and his love for Andrea. However, an unfortunate incident during an early crime-fighting endeavor leads to a collision with reality, forcing Bruce to reassess his path. Andrea's arrival disrupts Bruce's dedication to his mission, as her presence rekindles their affection and shared moments. Their passion culminates in a profound encounter at Wayne Manor, igniting their love and reaffirming their commitment to each other. Unfortunately, circumstances conspire to pull them apart, compelling Andrea to leave Bruce and Gotham behind. As the narrative unfolds, a chilling vigilante emerges, targeting monsters linked to Andrea's past. The vigilante's actions cast suspicion on Batman, leading to a city-wide manhunt. Batman's investigation reveals the vigilante's true identity as Andrea, who is exacting revenge on those who wronged her and her father. As Batman confronts her, they engage in a tense confrontation, culminating in a dramatic showdown with the Joker. Despite Batman's plea for Andrea to choose a different path, she sacrifices herself to take down the Joker, leaving Batman haunted by the loss. The story closes with Batman standing vigil over the city, his enduring commitment to his mission unchanged. In the aftermath, Batman reflects on his relationship with Andrea, acknowledging the enduring impact she had on his life. The locket she left behind serves as a poignant reminder of their love and the choices they each made. The tale concludes with Batman resuming his eternal vigil over Gotham City, a silent testament to his unwavering dedication to justice. After exploring these varied story arcs, it seems like it is easier to undo global warming than give Batman the happy ending he deserves. Honestly, this guy, as iconic as he may be, somehow has always been the recipient of every crisis and loss he could ever have imagined. Perhaps we will only see the Dark Knight in a happy marriage until Alfred is on the typewriter crafting one of his imaginative arcs where Bruce Wayne finally gets his chance at happiness and a comparatively normal life. And with that, we have explored every time that Batman has ever gotten married in comic book history. So, as we approach the end of this video, who do you think is best Mrs. Batman from this crazy list? Do not forget to leave your 2 cents in the comments below.